What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fomo Factory. Happy Monday. Let's take a look at the crypto market today. Something happened for BNB, which is coincidence? I don't know. Let's take a look at that. Also, I want to take a look at the fact that everybody is leaving crypto and why this is a very bullish sign. So if you watch this video, you are highly likely to make it. And also, of course, let's take a look at how fucked up altcoins are this time. So like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your bell notification, and let's get right into it. Now, I first would like to start with the social metrics. This is showing how many people are watching YouTube videos about crypto, subscribing to this channel, following analysts on Twitter, etc., etc., etc. And the thing is that this is going down hard, right? Now, this is making new lows right now. What does that mean? It means that people are leaving crypto, right? Nobody, like, yeah, you are in crypto, so you talk about it and you look for the places where other people are. But overall, there are way less people in crypto right now, which is quite funny. And if you want to know where that is coming from, YouTube subscribers is already like nobody is subscribing to new channels anymore, right? So help this getting up and unsubscribe to the channel. Now you can. Also, YouTube views, which is quite funny. This is going up. Right, so the people that are still in crypto are actually also pretty involved, right? Well, it's going up, right? We have this peak right here. It's also, if you want to chart it, a lower high, but for now it's going up a little bit. So the people that are here are still watching. Okay, fair enough. Then we have Twitter analysts, and you know, nobody's following people on Twitter anymore. If you want to follow exchanges on Twitter, people not doing that anymore. And new layer ones on Twitter, that drastically dropped, right? So usually there's Avalanche, there's this, there's that, and people are following them. Not happening anymore. And if you now take a look at the complete social risk, you see that it is dropping, and always when it's at its lowest point, it's the best time to buy, right? That's just what I want to say. So therefore you can feel like, okay, nice, because I am still here. Historically, it was the life-changing opportunity that you could have got. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin, 20,000 or $30,260. It's not really that bad. It's still in the same place. I've pre-recorded a couple of videos for tomorrow and the day after because I will be a little busy the coming days. But, you know, all in all, if you look at this, Bitcoin is still holding up. What it's doing, it's going a little sideways, big push to the upside, sideways, big push to the upside, sideways, push to the upside, and now it's going sideways. It is showing something different though, because with this push, we were way higher than what we were over here. With this push, we were way higher than we were over here. With this push, however, we are not really, right? Not really. Also happened here, not really higher, but we did in the following weeks. We're not doing that now. Bitcoin is slowly going down now. So it's showing a little weakness. Now, if you look at Ethereum Bitcoin, still going down, right? So Ethereum is losing against Bitcoin like every other altcoin at the moment. That's because the Bitcoin dominance is going up, staying pretty strong right there. Now, I spoke not too long ago about BNB potentially going to $50. And we just saw today that BNB is, well, had a decent push, right? It's on the weekly chart. It's nothing on the daily chart. You will see that we had like a decent push, especially on this 1 hour chart. For the people that wonder how come, Binance has its own launchpad and a new project is releasing right there. So a lot of people get into BNB to get an allocation for that new project. And therefore BNB always has a little pump. But I must say it was really needed also, because I don't know how long it's going to last on this last major support, because otherwise it's a long way down, and it's going to be a long way down for altcoins as well. If we look at the total 3, the altcoin market cap, we broke out of the falling wedge. Right, and now what we want to see is that we close this week above, right? It's now Monday, so anything could still happen. Last time this happened, we closed above it. The next week we opened above it, of course, but we fell under it anyway, right? I don't want to cheer too soon. So far, we closed above it, opened above it, And we even had a perfect retest on this line right here. But yeah, like I said, I mean, if the altcoin market this week falls like with 3%, we're back in it. So anything could still happen. And even if we close above it, like we saw in the last bear market, it doesn't mean we go straight into the bull market, because we broke out February 2019, and we were sitting at the same place in March 2020, even lower. So, you know, when it comes to that, if we break out today, right, this week, July 23, it's still possible that in August 2024 we make a lower low, right? That's what happened last time as well. There's no reason why it can't happen this time. So I'm still a little cautious with altcoins. But yeah, new altcoins are always interesting. That can go places that you like. I invested through CDFI in Hypercycle. Hypercycle did unbelievable. Did it like 5x. I was lucky enough to have a pretty big allocation in that project, right? So I'm making a very decent passive income with this one. Same goes for ChainGPT, although it's finally cooling off right now. Went from 30 cents all the way to 7 cents. Yeah, and that's mainly because, you know, alt bear market plus token investing, right? Same goes for Delysium, right? So some altcoins, you know, just do that. Speaking about new altcoins, CDFI is going to release a couple of projects which are very interesting. We have Solidus AI, which is also going to release on Engine Starter. Sophiaverse, less interested in that one. In all fairness, I was asked to be a KOL for their project, but I don't really like their tokenomics. They have like a 24-month token vesting or whatsoever. Like really, if you look at launchpads and KOLs, you know, we will get like 12.5% at TGE and then a vesting period of 2 years. So you at least have to make like a 7x to get your initial out. Now, I'm not saying that that's not possible, but I don't really see, you know, because it's also with $1 million initial market cap. I don't see a 10x happen with this one, to be honest. DexCheck, though, super bullish about that one. That's one that I really love. And with what do you mean, we're going to invest in that as well, and this is our portfolio. So for the people that do not know what do you meme is, you probably know it by now, but that's my own project, and we invest collectively in crypto launchpads to have a big allocation in these new pre-sales, so that if something does 100x, we do 100x with a lot of money. Now we are 1 month old, and we already collected $50,000 almost. And we have quite some tokens in Engine Starter. We have 10,000 tokens in CDFI. And we allocated 400,000 tokens in Decubate. Now, I've never spoke about Decubate on this channel before. Decubate is basically also a launchpad, which is more high risk, if you ask me. It's also, you know, newer than most of them, but they released quite some decent projects lately. This was the beginning. Battleverse did well. The rest I don't really know. But then you had ChainGPT, Gamer, LitLab was a failure. But yeah, well, that's kind of it. But they are also going to release DexCheck and Solidus. So we're gonna participate for DexCheck on Engine Starter, CDFI, and Decubate. So if this project does really well, then What Do You Meme does really well, and that's very good for our portfolio and of course the amount of tokens that you can claim. So I'm really bullish about that one. I also want to invest in GameFi, but GameFi is just going down. Who knows how far that can go. Overall, you know, altcoins still really be careful with it, because yeah, it's just going down, and like people, they may not really notice because it's going pretty slow, right? But it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. If you look at Cardano, Bitcoin, for example, you put it on the week. Well, no, let's put it on the daily. You also see that you go down and then you go up, and it gives people hope, and then a long time nothing happens, and then it goes down again, and slowly that is a lower low than what it was before, right? And then you go up and give that hope and go sideways for a long time, and then slowly put in a new lower low. And sometimes you get these big wicks to the downside, and everybody thinks, oh, now it's over, let's buy the dip, this was it. And now we go sideways again, and maybe we go up, and at the end of the day we go make a new low low, right? So that's how a lot of altcoins are looking like. Yeah, some altcoins, they just do what they do, right? They just say like, let's not fuck around and let's just go down in a straight line. Everybody know what they're up to. Also, you got to respect the moves. Got to respect the moves. Anything else than that? Like, no, I want to talk about these juicy altcoins. I know everybody loves it, and people really excited to hear some good stuff about altcoins, and buy this coin, and this is the top 10, and this altcoin is going to make 100x, and this is going to make you millionaire. And these are the videos that get watched most on YouTube, of course. Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. Like, so far, all these people were fucking wrong, right? So let's not do that. I love a lot of altcoins, but yeah, if you look at these charts, I just feel like, yeah, man, we're not out of the woods yet. It's still going down, still lower lows for a lot of projects. So it's just not looking so good, in my opinion. So, and it's mainly because people in crypto are leaving, right? So how come an altcoin pumps? Well, not really because of new people. It's more that, you know, money gets shifted from one project to another. But at the end of the day, most money is just going from altcoins into Bitcoin. That's what you can see in the dominance. And therefore also still this chart is, I think, one of the most important charts out there. So that you can see that, you know, altcoins on their Bitcoin pair are crazy hard going down lately. And I don't think it's going to stop here, right? We like I said before, we might have a bounce. I think we will go down in this green area. And that's why I'm interested in altcoins. So if anybody want to ask me like when to buy, when we are here, like I don't got no date for that or anything, but when we are here, whenever that might be, next week, 6 months, right? That's the time for me to accumulate dollar cost this area, right? Not even dollar cost, not even by the dip and blah 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 and time the bottom, just dollar cost the bottom area, right? If we take a look at this is the Bitcoin dominance without stable coins, by the way. Yeah. This looks to me like a place where we can at least go, right? I mean, we are basically just creating some resistance right here, but there is no, right? So we might get there. We might get there. USDT dominance still on a rise, really. I mean, it was going up pretty hard, came down quite hard, stabilizing, and now going up again. So yeah, people still in alt or in stables, being really careful. This is the USDC dominance also going up. This is just BUSD, which is $1. So yeah, no, it's like be a little careful. I know everybody wants altcoins to moon, and just when everybody thinks like, okay, now it's going to happen, I think that's when we see the next leg down on them. So yeah, that was my negative and pessimistic view for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification. And tomorrow I got a pretty interesting video as well. I'm not gonna spoil it what it is, but make sure to be there. It's gonna be fun.